What is going on, guys? Welcome to J Powell Music. Of course, you can like the videos, so they go around the internet. Subscribe if you like as well. Definitely appreciate that. Today, we're talking about Muddy Waters 2, TOO, a sequel to Redman, of course, the legendary rapper, and the sequel to his classic album, Muddy Waters. He dropped this just recently, and I managed to get through majority of the album enough to at least have a conscious decision whether I like it or not. So I wanted to talk about it with you guys. As far as for the album, so very interesting. A lot of different, older classic artists kind of dropping more albums, sequels to their classics. This is a good album. I would not say it's as good as Muddy Waters, but it is a good album. The production is actually really solid on it. I was really surprised. Um, Redman, it seems like he really had fun making this album. Um, and there's quite a few, there's quite a few really funny skits on it as well. There's the Obama stick up, which is really funny. Um, there's like a whole other skit as far as for him trying to get like his weed back from like his girl or something that he's thought that she took from him. Some funny things there, but he still sounds really good on the mic. Still sounds really good on the mic. Um, 32 songs, good lord. The album definitely is too long in my opinion. Um just I'm from the cloth of just cohesive album songs on an album that are meant to just be that, right? Not just a bunch of songs for the mere sake of streaming, but the game's changed, so it is what it is. But it's a pretty solid project. The production is really good. There's a few features on here that I didn't, very surprising to hear. Queen Latifah's back on the mic on Light It Up, which is pretty dope. Um, One of the tracks, Shaquille, yeah, this is the same one actually. Shaquille O'Neal he did a verse on here, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like, did someone just pass in the mic? He happened to be in the recording booth when he decided to do the rapping. I didn't need a verse from him, but it was cool, because he did do a rap album. To be fair, he did a rap album that released. I want to say it was either early. I think it was earlier this year. Earlier this year or last year, he did a new rap album, and I think a lot of people don't know that. I think people know that he raps too, but I just thought it was funny that I heard him on a Redman album. I'm like, okay, whatever. My favorite song on here out of the 32 tracks definitely is the one that he does with Method Man. Um, yeah, la la. This one is really good, really solid. Um, yeah, just him and Method Man going back and forth. I thought was pretty fire. Really great beat. I will say for some reason Method Man's vocals don't really cut through as well as Redman's for that song. Obviously Redman, his voice has a different EQ. Different EQs needed because his voice is definitely not the same frequency as Redman's. This is from a just from an EQ perspective or a frequency perspective, I mean. So I feel like his vocals kind of just sit on top of the mix, not cutting enough where it should be. Because Redman sounds great, on these. His all his vocals cut through. All his vocals cut through. So I just kind of wish that the person who engineered the song, that they really took time to make sure that he cut through on that song too. But that was kind of the only nitpick there, but still my favorite song on the album. Kush is a fun one too. That is the one with Snoop Dogg on it. Them going back and forth. It's pretty dope. I mean, they're not going back and forth on the album. He just has a section on the song where he raps Snoop Dogg. But this is a dope song too. Kush, really good beat. Again, Redman having fun. Which is the majority of the album. So I thought it was a solid. I thought it was just fun. It was fun. If you're trying to look for something where, he's really just trying to define, trying to, break the walls of, he's not trying to make anything, he's not trying to make the greatest album ever. But it's a really fun album. I thought it was really solid. The beats are really good. It's the only downside to me is just 32 songs is just too long. It's too long. I understand why, but even Missionary wasn't that long. I think Missionary, Snoop Dogg and Dre's project, I want to say that one was maybe 12 to 14 songs. Even I feel that's long, but or as long as an album should be. But 32 tracks, it's like you just can't expect people to listen to all 32 tracks. It's impossible. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe he just said, screw it. I'm just gonna do 32 tracks. I'm gonna put all these up. Some of these songs are but I think it's a good project. Definitely one great to listen to when you're on like a road trip or something and you're just letting it rock. You know what I mean? So anyway, I will cut it there. J Powell Music. I'll catch you guys next video. Thanks a lot.